Coming up on MHS1.
We'll find out what those darn kids are saying.
We welcome a new faculty member into the Lion Nation.
And take a brief look into the fame of some of our own students.
And it's all coming up on MHS1.
Good morning, McKinney High. Today is Friday, October 4th. I'm Jack Connolly.
And I'm Monica Newland, and you're watching MHS1.
TikTok has made its way into young American culture. Mason Davis and Rocco Pisano interviewed some of our own TikTok stars.
A student has recently gained a following on the social media platform TikTok.
TikTok is like an app. It's probably, I would say, a combination of Vine and Musical.ly, and it's just basically short little skits of funny jokes, I guess. I mean, it's pretty cool. I get a lot of, clout, but no, I kind of see it as a joke. Well, originally I started making TikToks when the app first came out, but I probably got like 0 views and 0 likes because it was a complete joke, and I don't know why I always liked making them, but that's usually I just make videos for fun. As far as like making a career with my followers, I mean, obviously if I keep gaining followers, I'm gonna want to do more with it, but right now I just want to keep it like simple, nothing too serious, but obviously if I keep gaining more followers, I'm gonna try to do more with it. I think it's really cool having, I probably know like 20% of my followers, so I just think it's cool that a bunch of random people are liking what I'm doing, thinking I'm a cool guy, I guess. Or if I had to make a theme for my TikTok, most of it's probably comedy. I just like doing funny dances or trying to make funny jokes, just something to make somebody laugh,
This has been Rocco Pisano and Mason Davis, reporting for MHS1.
Once a lion, always a lion.
Wait, but Mr. Abel just got here.
Yes, and he's from Dowell. They're also lions. Gabe Hughes, Aaron Walls, and Noah Mahmood helped shed light on the newest member of our staff.
So you know who Mr. Abel is?
No.
The school gained a new assistant principal this fall after the old AP, Mr. Ortiz, went to run a school in Columbia. This AP describes some of the challenges of being new to McKinney High.
Mr. Abel, I'm assistant principal here at McKinney High School, and I'm over the alphabet PR to SO. As an assistant principal, just working side by side with teachers and coming up with ways for students to be successful, walking with students and helping them navigate sometimes some adversity that's in their life or problems that they might be having, and just helping them see a clear path. My normal schedule on a daily basis has to do with discipline of students. I'm also in a lot of science, what we call PLCs. I handle advanced placement academics, essentially anything to help make students successful on our campus. Those are the type of things that we're dealing with. The hardest part is that I can't by myself change how someone's acting or the problems that they might have. So because of that, I have to come up with ways to either teach or show people different paths, how to overcome those obstacles. For example, like truancy. How do you get a student that doesn't want to be here at school convinced that the school's they're out, that will help going to school and getting educated will help solve some of those problems that they're trying to run from in itself. So that finding that path and convincing that student sometimes is the hard part of what we do.
This has been Aaron Walls, Gabe Hughes, and Noah Mahmood reporting for MHS1.
I get it. Whenever we see a camera like this, we like to do this. However, if you see a camera like this, or this, or this, or this, then please do not do this, or 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 this, because that makes us do this. So, if you want to be in that, then don't do this.
Sometimes life throws you curveballs. Eva Nasri and Hanar Hussein share the story of one lion who's working to overcome them.
Senior Isaiah Rojas, wide receiver on the football team, has grown up with many influences in his life.
I had a pretty rough childhood growing up. My stepmother, which I consider my mother, has played a big role in my life, as so has my father. I've been playing football ever since I was 5 years old. It's just a contact sport, and I love letting my anger out, how much anger I have in me.
Whenever he was a little child, he was the quiet one, but until he started
playing, sports and knowing that he was pretty athletic, that's whenever, I guess I would say 4th grade, 3rd grade, that's whenever he was just a freaking fireball.
My grandpa passed during the summer, so ever since I was a freshman, it's always been dedicated to him. Going into my sophomore year, my brother decided to quit football and do straight wrestling.
Zay, Adrian, they were like twins. They were so connected, like they had their own room, right? And they would sleep together like little pretzels, like they were just so they were just connected so well.
This past summer, Isaiah's brother Adrian unexpectedly passed away, and this had major effects and altered Isaiah's life.
I've always heard Isaiah's always been his brother's keeper, and I think even more so now. I think Adrian and Isaiah had so many goals that they were looking forward to, so many they had already accomplished and just so much more. And so I think now that just gives Isaiah that drive to finish what him and Adrian both wanted.
I had my brother's heart. My brother had a big heart. He put everything in. If he had something to do, he was going to put his 100 into it. And I feel like that's what I'm doing now in football.
For Isaiah, the connection between football and family came down to one play.
If it was to ever happen that Isaiah made it to the NFL, better than Odell Beckham or whatever it is, no other play would top this play. This play was whenever Isaiah he scrambled around, and he was a quarterback, and he found Adrian in the end zone. Threw it to him, Adrian caught it. That was brother-to-brother connection. And I look at that play every day.
My plans for the future is I want to play college ball. It's always been my family's #1 goal for me, is make it to college one way or another. And if I'm going to be honest with you, football is going to be my way out.
This has been Hanar Hussein, Eva Nasseri, and Lena Pham reporting for MHS1.
Now here's Zaki Farouz with sports.
Thanks, Jack. Last week, the girls swim team placed first in their very first swim meet, with the boys placing second. Lions football also lost 49-21 to the Allen Eagles and do not play tonight, but play next week against Plano Senior. Here's some more info on next week's game.
The thing we're preparing for most in next week's game is not to beat ourselves. Number one, we're tackling the way that we need to tackle. We want to make sure that we're catching the ball, that we're protecting the football, that we're making the right communication, and that we're playing with the right type of technique. Josh Gordon, our starting right tackle, has been solid the whole year, but he's been playing at an extremely high level. Tanner Call, defensive ends, playing really well. Those are the guys that have kind of stepped it up the last couple of weeks that I've been proud of. The thing that I expect to see from Plano next week is a very physical football team and a team that's coming out knowing that this is a really, really important game. We know our best players have to go outplay their best players if we're going to have a chance to win, and I think you should be able to expect that next Thursday night.
Varsity volleyball unfortunately lost to Plano West by 0-3 last Tuesday, but managed to defeat Plano East on Friday 3-0. Make sure to support varsity volleyball tonight at McKinney Boyd at 5 p.m. But in the meantime, let's see what they're up to.
When I'm on the court and I'm about to serve, it's just me and the ball.
Bro. Bro. tough to keep up with teenage trends. Sarah Hamadi, Hanar Hussein, and Lena Pham test our teachers' knowledge on student slang.
What in the period T?
Period. I'm thinking like, oh Lord.
I said what I said and I meant what I meant.
Period.
How do you even pronounce that?
Try it. T. McKinney High is better than Boyd, and that's the T, sis. That means it's good.
Tea is referring to a hot herbal drink.
T is Texas Education Agency.
T.
Attendance, please.
And I oop. Did y'all hear something? And I oop.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
Well, anti-oop, it's got to mean like they were trying to say something, but then they got cut off.
That's something the Visco girls say.
Anti-oop. Like, oop what?
I've never heard this in my life.
That one worries me.
That's another made-up one. This is stupid.
Okay, stan. Example, we stan MHS. I have no clue.
Stan is actually short for Stanley, and that is a flat Stanley reference. And so what it means is that we flat Stanley MHS.
We stan MHS. I guess we don't sit down MHS.
No cap. The Lions football team is so good.
No cap, bro. It's like you're so good, your hair is fly, you're wearing that good hair, so you don't have to wear a cap.
Sounds like, when you wear a hat, you're putting a roof on yourself.
So that just means that there's no limit to what I can achieve.
I just think it's like no lie. Like I'm not lying. No.
I basically said that.
No.
Clout chaser. What in the world?
Clout is, I think that's when your feet are all messed up and you have a case of the clout.
I better not say that.
It's something on Tinder. It's gotta be something on Tinder.
Drip. Mr. R. Bobby has so much drip.
This one makes me uncomfortable.
Oh my God. So much coolness. Mr. R. Bobby has so much coolness.
I know what that means. That means that he's got flame.
Because he wears a lot of product and it gets hot and then it drips from his head. Okay, Visco girl. Yeah, you already know I have my hydro flask right here. Check out my new Visco upload, by the way.
That must be a social media. I have no even idea what that is. I think that's just a typical teenager. I'm not sure. It ain't me though.
Be sure to stick around to the end to hear credit music by senior Aaron Walls.
And that's all we have for you today. Follow us on Twitter @Mainstream News. And remember,
if it's news
and it's at McKinney High School,
it's MHS1.